In the previous episode, we once again tackled the two-spoor from Mabua back to Nossob. We arrived around midday in Nossob, quickly opened the companion, and I went on my afternoon drive. I'm sitting here at the Bedingt waterhole. I came for my afternoon game drive. Zante and Miane decided to get a proper wash up after roughing it for a couple of nights in Mabua. Now I've been scratching my head since I filled up with petrol. 3.6 kilometers on a liter is really bad. We normally get around 4.5. Between 4 and 5, but 4.5 is our average when we do a trip like this in the sand. I've got a TPMS inside the vehicle, so it keeps telling me the readout of the current tire pressures. It kept telling me I was on about 1.4 bar, 1.5 bar on the front and around 2 bar on the back. Now when I went to check at the pump, I was actually 0.9 on the front and 1.4 on the back. So yeah, now the takeaway from it, always check your equipment, make double sure that the things are working properly. I'm not sure what is wrong with the TPMS, maybe it's just a calibration issue, but I'll check it out when we get back home. My afternoon drive turned out to be quite fantastic. Here at Kwang on the way back to Nossob, I found some lions, a very young male lion and then the two females. They had a sip of water, now they are actually walking in the road. As they moved off the road, they immediately disappeared into the tall grass. That night, we got called to the Nossob height by a jackal alarm calling. We found a caracal and also a lioness putting on a show for us. This was our welcome to Nossob and ensured a good night's rest, to enable us to get up early the next morning to get the most out of the day. So we took a early morning drive, just a quick one because we have to pack up to head to TweeRivieren today. So we just went to Kwang, and on our way back to Kgalagadi we found a mating pair of lions. Unfortunately they are about 100 meters into the bush, and with the grass being so thick you can't really see them when they lie down. So every few minutes you just get a quick visual of them and then they lay down again. If we didn't have to go back to TweeRivieren today, I'm sure we would have spent there the entire day. But unfortunately we have to pack up our trailer and go stay at TweeRivieren tonight.
Bye, Dad. Bye, Nossob. Bye, Nossob.
Once again, leaving such a spectacular place behind is never fun. It has earned such a special place in our hearts, and we will continue to visit year after year. Driving from Nossob to TweeRivieren is never fruitless, as the general game becomes more dense. We also got lucky with 2 leopard sightings on our way down. We had to settle for accommodation in a chalet that evening, as it was the only place available. As we do not like sitting in a chalet, we quickly unpacked all the necessary things and went on an afternoon drive. Whenever you see goshawks sitting together in small trees or shrubs looking down at the ground, you should always stop and scan the ground. You just might be surprised with what you find. After the honey badger sighting, we headed back to camp and enjoyed our second last evening under the Kalahari sky. The next morning we got up early and enjoyed one of the most memorable sightings that we've had on our trip, which lasted the entire day. Sometimes it is just difficult to explain the tranquility and the essence of the Kgalagadi. It just comes through in different ways. Now, for example, people, they go onto social media and they just see black maned lions and leopards and every raptor you can imagine posted every single day. Something like this, to get one photo, it literally takes the entire day to just get a shot of the leopard. The first time we saw this leopard was just past 9 in this morning, and she was lying down the entire day. And now the time that we have to head back to camp, now she is actually out in the open, feeding on her kill that she made, 10 hours ago? That for you is the Kgalagadi. This was unfortunately our last sighting in the Kgalagadi, after which we headed back to camp and prepared ourselves for our journey back home the following day. So just went to the petrol station again. This time it is not as bad, just shows you correct tire pressures, then the cruiser can have decent fuel consumption driving on soft sand, towing a companion, etc, etc. So it is quite better, 6 kilometers per liter. I also pumped up the tires, let some more air in. Unfortunately we have to leave the park now, but all good things must come to an end. Time to hook the companion and hit the road. This turn as you approach or leave TweeRivieren always brings forward such mixed emotions. It reminds you of a very happy moment as you arrive at the park and extremely sad emotions as you have to leave the park. We always try our best when we go to the park or when we leave to visit this coffee and gift shop in Askham. It has some of the most amazing milk tarts that you will find. It also has a very nice shop with some nice souvenirs that you can take back home. As Zante was looking for souvenirs in a shop to take back home, I was looking at the souvenirs that my boer Hube left on the cruiser. As always, we stopped at Red Sands Country Lodge in Kuruman for the evening. Our camp setup for the evening was very basic and took us less than 5 minutes to set it up. We also decided to treat ourselves in a restaurant at Red Sands. This also gave us some time to reflect back on all the memories that we have made the last couple of weeks. The Kgalagadi produced some of the best leopard sightings that we've had in a very long time. Lots and lots of lion sightings. Some remarkable raptor sightings. More cheetah sightings that we could ever have hoped for. We had some insane, never to be forgotten honey badger sightings. And don't forget about the smaller cats, which included one of our all-time favorite sightings, a hunting caracal. And then of course the very bad corrugated, bumpy and memory-making bad roads of the Kgalagadi. Thank you for watching and joining us on our epic adventure to the Kgalagadi in August of 2022.